Hey everybody, this is Duncan Gaming speaking, and before we get straight into this video here is if you guys do in fact enjoy this video, remember to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and the bell to be notified. And I just want to give you guys a bit of an updated news, by the way, that I actually am deciding that pretty much only the Team Fortress 2 stuff I'm only doing on this channel. Season 4, I'm going to declare that I think Season 4 is just going to be kind of over. Now, before anybody does ask me of why is it over, well, it isn't technically going to try to be over, but I'm just going to move it to a different season of number 5, which I'm only going to just declare because due to Season 4, let's just say due to the fact that I was getting bored of waiting for the long repeated nonsense of whatever, pretty much it's just like about fake you nowadays, which I think that wasn't pretty much listened to me anyway, so that's probably why, regardless that it couldn't listen to me, so that's probably why. In fact, I tried a couple times exactly, which I did figure it out what was going on, so in that regard, trust me, it's pretty stupid. And I don't really blame you guys. I really don't blame you. But I'm just saying that the connection with I don't know, something with like um, the connection bars, exactly known as the signal bars, is kind of stupid nowadays that it just doesn't repeat itself or doesn't listen to itself, which it is stupid. And I'd say, and fairly to agree with honestly and trust that it is kind of pretty stupid at this point where I'd say it's like, yeah, at this point I agree. I really say again, I do agree. Now, in this question, you may ask me to know why. In this next question is what is really going to go on and what is really going to happen in this channel, by the way, of Duncan Gaming channel. Let's just say, technically season 4 was kind of alright. Season 4 was good. I mean, season 4 was supposed to get more stuff out, but unfortunately, due to its laziness, due to the fact that I was wanting to get it out, but unfortunately, again, it was being lazy to its stupid lack of laziness, exactly of why it unfortunately wouldn't want to listen to me. And trust me, I've been dealing with everything else for years. I've been dealing with this anyway, with this nonsense, so it's not been a surprise to me at all. So that is probably why that I still may say I may blame or not blame so much of it exactly. So here's the easiest route that I want you guys to know, by the way, is that I actually am letting you guys know on a few occasions is that for me right now, let's just say that I am willing to get a few videos out and a few content out, by the way, like the pretty much unfinished a little bit of the reasons of the contestants being out, by the way. I'm referring to Total Drama Action Simulator. That is pretty much one of them exactly that is going to be accomplished to be completed and get it done. So that is probably why I might need to work on that as well, which I probably am going to unfortunately get part 2 out, by the way, and get that released, by the way. And also, good news too, by the way, I actually did finally found something, by the way, just to give you guys an FYI, by the way, that I finally found the Microsoft Online speech to text generator thing on my phone, which means good news, by the way. I actually did found it, and I was like, let's go. We finally found it, which means I finally found it for real. So it means I could finally get that stuff out, by the way, easy peasy. And yeah, just pretty much a good thing exactly. And the other thing I was also going to briefly notify and just give you guys another heads up, by the way, that the only next thing that is going to go on, by the way, is pretty much with a few videos that are going to be in the playlist, by the way, that a few videos I'm going to actually find, that actually is still Total Drama related in the simulator, that it's only going to be related stuff on that exactly. I know, like I said, things are kind of a little shitty, which I understand things are a bit shitty at this point sometimes. Just whenever Team Fortress stuff isn't literally coming out at this point, which kind of sucks, but I kind of decided to say is like, let's just kind of end season 4 and move along to season 5, so that way it'll even get a better understanding and get a better of a reason exactly, which it's not my fault. I'm not saying that it is not my fault because I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that I've been trying to find different alternatives and find different ideas so the signal bars wouldn't be too shitty or too stupid not to understand exactly with, oh, I've been trying to get on fakeu.com. I've been trying to get to fakeu AI exactly, of course, that I've been trying to get to that. But unfortunately, and some of the reasons, it just wasn't going to care. It wasn't going to listen. So I don't know, again, damn well why it wouldn't listen. So trust me, I've got it my all pretty much to say I've did it my all and I've tried my best, which, you know, it really isn't going out as I expected to say how I turned to say how I thought it would have planned it well. So should have really pretty much would have said it would have planned it well, but unfortunately it doesn't. So I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's either with the servers or something that is pretty buggy or something. But again, it actually was the problem with on mine exactly that was on my end. So it pretty much is stupid. Trust me. At the end of the day, it is kind of stupid. And I say again, it is pretty completely incoherent of nonsense that I say it's true. So I say again, it is true. So anyways, let me get to the point exactly that yes, unfortunately, like I said, I'm definitely am going to get some total drama content basically on the simulator, just only simulator that only is going to matter about season 2 and season 3 that I'm only going to be talking about. It isn't going to be like the same thing again, but it's only going to be about the rerun of the reasons and anything else more that's going to probably be about the eliminations, which of course I'm going to probably be mentioning about eliminations on the third season. I'll mention about that too. And then once season 2 will probably be done with like the reasons of why that some characters were out. It's going to be the same thing as the third season as well, but with more contestants, exactly the same reason as well. So that's probably what I'm going to be working on with for now and kind of get that stuff out of the way so that way I won't have to remind myself. So that's all I want to tell you guys about. And oh, yes, before anybody does tell me how season 4 is going on, let's just say season 4 is definitely going to happen, by the way. Like, remember this, by the way. Even though season 4 may or may not get released, who knows what happens, by the way. Like I said, I still am going to memorize about season 4 being sure to be as hell to get released and will definitely, unfortunately, get released whenever I have the script being ready because I know the script's going to get ready and stuff because of course I know that I'm going to try my best to do all that and will try lightly to do my best. And remember, by the way, I'm actually wanting to get some stuff out of the way just to like finally get things even easier, just to finally get stuff done anyway, because I know I've been kind of lagging on videos lately since I know I've been lagging videos on my Duncan Gaming channel, which I know it doesn't seem fair for me to kind of get things out of the way, but I've been trying to improve to get some things out of the way, even easier to go a little faster and just kind of get things achieved and a bit easier the way it probably would have been. So that is probably why I'd still say to you guys to this day that we're going to try our best to get our stuff out of the way and get things out of the way since I know, like I said, that I've been wanting to kind of deal with like the gaming consoles that I've been having a bit of stress a little bit. The only things I'm kind of actually having a little stress right now is just the Wii U part I'm actually talking about that I think, like I said, the Wii and the Xbox and PS4 are working pretty good on the TV, but the other problem is that the Wii U is incomplete, which means that kind of sucks. So, until further notice, we just hope again that we all finally say further notice until things actually get to be ready and get things all hooked. So, that is probably why I probably am going to say it's going to have to be 4 of 4 right now. So, hopefully, by the end of the day, by all 4 consoles get hooked up anyway, completed exactly, and see where all that leads anyway. But for now, this is Duncan Gaming speaking, and I hope that you guys understand this message and clearly understand why this is going to have to be the only for good exactly that season 4 is just going to be done. And let's just say season 5, by the way, is going to get a different spotlight, by the way, that yes, it's going to stay the same story and it's going to stay the same story with all the mercenaries and leaders and of course the spin-offs exactly with like that Soldier Man and the other adventures, and of course there'll be Fortress pretty much TF2 TF2 combat exactly, which more likely those will continue soon, like Mortal Fortress 2 combat that I think whoever knows exactly whenever all like the series continues, like I said before, we're gonna try our best, everybody. Like, don't give us, don't give up. By the way, for don't give us up. By the way, just don't give up. By the way, too. By the way, so you know, like I said, by the way, I was having a disorder. Just wanting to let you guys know that I might have a bit of a trouble time with my words a little bit. But if I try to get some words correct, then I'm trying to let you guys know on a good positive side of the note is that don't give up. Don't give up on us. By the way, just don't give up on us because we're trying our best to see what are alternative ways we can try to do exactly to get things not lagged. Because I mean, we still do again to this day. I have to say I do kind of blame the fact that it should have been more easier to get fake you out exactly to kind of get more content easier in season 4. But where did this go? It kind of didn't went that well, so that's probably why, regardless, that I just want things to get done. So anyways, like I said, same story, same usual stuff as I'm saying that, in the meantime, season 5 will get, in fact, get a reveal that I'll say again. It isn't total drama related. It was only about Team Fortress related thing that will be about season 5 that I'll mention about, by the way. So until further notice that I say, we're going to try our best to release it if I can, but unfortunately, if not, it means I'm trying to not lag throughout videos these weeks. I'm trying to not try to avoid exactly, but anyways, this being said, y'all, I'm definitely going to go out and just definitely sign off anyway. So thank you guys for your patience, your guys' understanding throughout this update and reasons to why season 4 is going to have to come to an end of the fortress stuff that I'm just saying is like it's going to come to an end anyway before we move along to season 5. That yes, season 5, I promise you guys, will get better and we'll get a lot better story, better amazing stuff, and better sweet sequences and stuff, and yada yada yada. Sweet, I mean, whatsoever exactly, but like, you know what I mean exactly about the quality and stuff that I'm referring to. And also that the answer is no, we don't have an SFM version of the other stuff. I'm just saying is like if for somebody out there that knows that actually would want to like do SFM versions of pretty much what I do exactly on this Duncan gaming channel, then you know, like I said, we just don't do SFM, by the way. We just basically, again, don't do the SFM versions of this. But for those who might want to actually, like, have a channel of an SFM version of mine, exactly, then you're welcome to free to do that. But if not, be sure to definitely be respectful and totally, again, be absolute respectful of my awesome stuff, even though that I actually just do the pretty much have, like, the voices that I add is 15.ai and UberDuck and Fake You and other stuff and blah 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 blah. So that is probably why I do all that. But anyways, to the point now I say this anyway, is thank you guys for listening to this update and listening to this conversation. So this is Duncan Gaming speaking, the leader of the red team, by the way, and we'll see you guys next time. And as I like I said before, we're gonna try our best to get some total drama, action simulator stuff, a related thing being done, and of course with the eliminations with like season 3 as well, and finally get all that bypassed exactly. So if you guys like these ideas, let me know, like I said, in the comments below, and we'll try our best to get all of them done by the end of the time, I say, until season 4 gets released of like total drama action, total drama revenge of the island simulator thing. Then yeah, we'll see what happens. But for now, it is time we get going. And remember, these 4 things you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the bell to be notified so you still don't miss a single video that comes on this channel. And it's time we end this video now, so that way this video doesn't end in 15 minutes. But for now, I think it's a good time we end this video now. So thank you for understanding this conversation and however of everything else has been going on. So thank you again, and we'll see you later as always in the next video. Sign off, goodbye, see you later, and sign out.